gold expansion here. You're going to be losing that SCV and that turret in just a sec after this lag clears. Definitely need some water. Oh man. This is kind of strange that I've never cast it on someone else's stream before. Oh, looks like he's going to lag out. And there he goes. Alright, so the game has resumed. Oh, one burrowed roach right at that gold expansion, making sure that Terran can't take it unless he scans. Another Zergling at the third there. So Terran, definitely gonna still take this. He's just gonna have to kill that roach first. Waste the scan, which is a mule. It does, it does cost some money. And so let's see. All right, so corruptors are out now. They do have they can be upgraded to the Broodlord. And well, actually, with this third going up there, that's actually the perfect spot for Broodlords. There's this nice open spot there. Thors don't really deal a lot of damage to the Broodlords, and they don't really outrange them. So I mean, it's like. The Broodlords just do a lot of damage. You really need some Vikings out by that time. Jeez. Just so much lag. Alright, so the scan did go down, the roach was killed off. And we just have a bunch of guys setting up camp here. Now this is, of course, the wise choice for Terran as a third. If you secure this, the gold, I mean, it's going to be really easy to defend the rest of your stuff unless, Zerg is heavily air or something like that. Just because you can set up your tanks in the middle, if Zerg wants to attack somewhere else, he has to go around, that middle spot, and you can easily move your army to the left or the right, depending on where the Zerg is. So anyways, Hellions, a lot of Hellions here, moving their way across the field here, gonna roast a lot of drones. Looks like they're going right for the fourth here. Lots of drones already killed off here. Could put down a scan, but looks like the Spine Crawler's gonna be picking off some guys here if he hangs around too long. He did put down a scan, but as you can see, the Spine Crawler's is doing too much damage anyways. The Roaches have now come to block these guys in here. These Hellions should not have moved up here. Definitely a mistake on Pinky's part. Once you move up this ramp, you're saying, okay, if he has units and he's coming to attack me, to defend, I'm going to be losing all my Hellions. So it's a risky thing. Mister here does not even have any drones at this expansion, so I mean it's really something you really want to be careful with. Anyways, Broodlords are attacking this gold expansion here, and tanks and whatnot are forced to retreat. It just does not have enough anti-air at this point. There's a lot of Broodlords here, plenty of mutas as well. I mean, just a sizable force, enough to really take out anything that Terran has at this point. He really needs some Vikings, a lot of Vikings. Getting 2 Vikings out at a time right now with that reactor. But will it be enough? I'm not really sure, because Broodlords, if they get to the main here, kill off that starport, there's not going to be enough Vikings to run around. Now the interesting thing is, Corruptors don't counter Vikings. A lot of players say, oh, it's anti-air. Of course it does, but it doesn't. The Viking is actually better against the Corruptor. What you want against Vikings is the Mulists there. Mulists, I don't know, they just do some pretty good damage though. They don't have any bonuses versus anything, so I mean overall they are pretty good against everything. And the Vikings, of course, do have that bonus versus armored. And Corruptors are armored. And wow, just tons of damage going on here. Lots of Terran units dying here. 3 Vikings out here now, and well, looks like the units are gonna help clean one of them up. But he's really got to deal with that. Why are you pinging over here? Well, he needs to move his drones. Big deal. So, well, it looks like Zerg is retreating for now. Let's just gather up his forces. Not a bad idea. You want to do what damage you can, but for free, of course. You don't want to commit to it too much, otherwise you're just going to lose your guys. Because it's going to take too long for your reinforcements to get there. So it's a good idea just to back up, get your reinforcements, group them together, and then attack again. Is that would just make your army a lot stronger. Anyways, it looks like the roaches here are coming right for that third that was planted. You know, it's going to be at the gold, but it was planted over here. And it looks like all these SP can be running for their lives as these roaches continue on to kill that command center. And, well, they do have that +2 attack now, which is actually +4 damage for the roach, which is, you know, a lot of damage. So anyways, it looks like Terran going to be pushing out here, trying to do one final attack. You know, there's really not much else he can do at this point. You know, if he defends, he's just going to lose, because Zerg is just more mobile, going to be able to get around, you know, get around his army and just kill off things slowly but surely around the Terran base there. So his only real choice right now is to attack in there, see what he can do, you know, hope that the Zerg army is smaller, and just, you know, hope that the Zerg army is going to lose everything. Now right now the food count is 197 for Zerg and 127 for Mr. Pinky, the Terran. And, you know, I really don't think Pinky is going to be able to really pull this off if Zerg decides to defend. But it looks like Zerg, you know, with these Broodlords are so slow, they can't really get back there to defend. So all these roaches and whatnot are going to get over there. But it's going to take a little time too, you know, he's going to lose the space, lose the base up here probably. And, you know, he's going to be in a good position on the top here, but he's not going to really be able to advance past that. Which means this base is pretty much safe for now, you know, unless Zerg really just throws himself out there. It looks like he's going to run right into all those tanks. That's a lot of dead roaches right there. No Thors or anything like that to back these tanks up. They're just kind of placed out there to help defend while the Thors do what they can. A bunch of tanks were killed off there, but definitely Zerg lost more guys on that exchange. So meanwhile, it looks like, you know, these Broodlords are going to be cleaning up here, but it looks like there's plenty of Vikings out here now. And Terran is not getting any income right now whatsoever, so it's really up to Zerg to reproduce whatever he has. Now, if he kills off these 3 Thors here, he can really actually just kill off the rest of these tanks, so it's really not a big deal. It looks like he's going to be just fine, as Thors just don't do much damage at all to Broodlords. Let's look at the range here. Range 10, Broodlords 9.5. Yeah, so Thors actually do have slightly more range, not really. It doesn't really matter much, but enough, I guess. Vikings coming in here to clean those up, but the tank's already taking heavy damage. And, well, there's even one, or actually 2 drones left, actually a whole pile of drones back here, to take that expansion once again when he wants to. Now, this is one of the nice things about Zerg. You know, you have so many bases that if you lose a couple, it's not as big of a deal. You know, right now, Terran, you know, this is going to be his only mining base, and it's almost dried up here. You know, if you don't even include this one, or the one at the, you know, the main, you know, Zerg has this base, and it's really not dried up at all. He can just reproduce those drones right away. And, you know, he's going to be sitting pretty good, so. A bunch of Corruptors here running around, trying to get all this barracks, just doing some scout action. A couple of Broodlords hanging around. Really just need to take care of those Vikings, you know, if you can. It looks like Zerg just taking everything. Now, you know, they're saying, oh, this is, you know, bad manner, don't be doing this, don't be placing hatcheries everywhere. If you ask me, you know, Terran isn't GG'ing it, you know, he's not saying good game, so, you know, he's not saying, okay, I lost, so, if I was a Zerg, you know, I'd say, hell, you know, I'm going to do that too, just because, you know, you can. It's saying, okay, you kind of really need the GG here. That's kind of how I look at it, you know, I'm telling them, look, I have the win, so don't fuck with me, you know. Alright, so anyways, there's the GG. Lots of Broodlords out there, not much you can do, and that is it for that game. Yeah. It was alright, I was actually really nervous, especially at first. Ah, that's what it was. I was wondering about that. I was like, does this guy just have connection problems or what? Yeah, it does get a little choppy. Oh, you changed the StarCraft settings. Yeah, no, for some reason it does that sometimes. Like, if you set them lower in the game, like, it makes it lag a lot more than if you just keep it how it was. Yeah. I don't know, we can do some more, or... Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna get some water real quick. It'll be like 2 secs. Alright, here I am. Kefka. Oh, Kefka. Kefka and Pinky. Oh, cool. Yeah, the only thing is, though, I can't have that nice overlay then, showing the players. But, this Blizzard one that shows the player names. It's no big deal. I mean, I don't really need it since it's on your stream. Yeah, no, I thought you would too, but you just don't. It's Control N. Oh wow, I can. Okay, cool. Nice. Alright, they must have fixed it. Alright, so anyways, we have Mr. BBV again. BBV Mr. spawned at the, well, this is the 6 o'clock position on this map, I suppose. This is the new Lost Temple, which is the Shattered Temple. And it is the Shattered Temple, not Shattered Temple, because I always mess it up when I'm trying to look for it in the, when I'm trying to create a game. But anyways, his opponent, of course, Mr. RevChiCaNeRy. Both these players are in Rev here. And he spawned at the northern position here, at the 12 o'clock. It is Zerg against Terran. And right now, Kefka, he must be Russian or something, I don't know. I don't know, he's not walling in here, anyway. He's got that supply depot right by his command center, so if Zerg decided to cheese him, and looks like, nope, he's not. Alright, I was going to say, I didn't see any drones coming out, so I was like, wait a minute. But, if he decided to cheese him, it would be a little bit harder to defend that. But it is cross-position, so, I mean, it looks like it'd probably work out. Barracks going up, and if he decides to go 2 barracks, then he would be okay anyways, even if he didn't wall off with that slide depot. You don't really need to. That's something I actually learned from, well, he's not our newest member anymore, but an old member, or not an old member, but one of our members, Maximus, from MG, Mechanical Gaming. He's a Brood War player, an A- on the Icy Cup. He said you don't really need to wall off with that supply depot, with the build he had. For MG? Or are you talking about the TQ one? Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about a different one. It's annoying that there's 2 of them, but but this guy, no, he's like really good. He's in Grandmasters now. I haven't seen him in actually quite a long time. I used to cast him on. I used to have a daily show I would cast some guys on that I don't do anymore. So I did it at midnight, and it really worked out with my work schedule. But now it doesn't really work out with my living schedule, so I don't do it anymore. So I just cast whenever I can right now. So anyways, he is going 2 racks right here. 2 Marines coming out here. Bunkers being placed down here, and Zerg has scouted. He does have that 1 drone running around, seeing what's going on. The hatchery is not finished yet, neither is the pool. Now this is actually probably timed out how I time it out. Get the hatchery, wait 2-3 drones, and then get the pool.